What is going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This time we have a match, a rematch against Mikasa, the dreaded Mikasa. So I don't know if you remember from my previous battle, but if you haven't and if you don't know, I will link him down in the description box below, so check him out. But he is the guy that's got a 200 win streak in the Battle Maison. So this guy is absolutely pro. So when I battled him, I could not have any distractions, because when I'm normally playing a game, I will like watch TV or eat something, but against this guy you have to sit quietly in a room and just focus all your energy in the battle. So it was really intense. And before we get into it, because I'm really keen, the question of the video, I mean, it's most likely that you're going to see this video after the FIFA World Cup final. So I want to know if the team that you're supporting in the final wins the game. I'm kind of hoping that, I'm rooting for Argentina and I'm hoping that they win. I think it's going to be a close one, like a 2-1, and Argentina's going to snatch the victory in the last dying minutes of the game. But who knows, we'll have to see. So anyway, let's look at the teams. I've got a new team, pretty exciting. I spent some time breeding this team earlier this week, and it's still the same Noivern. I got Greninja now, Avalugg, Roserade, Talonflame, and Diggersby. So I brought in Talonflame because, you know what, he didn't do too well in the last game, so maybe I can change that here. So he's got a Greninja, Florges, Forretress, the damn annoying thing, Charizard, which I kind of figured to be X, Rotomwash, and Domanitan. So I kind of figured he might lead off with Domanitan because that's generally a common lead. So I decided to send out my Noivern, trusty Noivern. If I'm ever uncertain, Noivern's the one to come out. You guys know the drill. So I find out that he's holding a Choice Scarf, so I know he's going to be able to outspeed me. And he predicted me to switch, but I kind of figured that he would want me to predict that. And he just went for the U-turn, so he's not going to get the switch advantage. But I mean, I just went straight for the Draco Meteor. And if he knows that I'm going to stay in, he knows I'm going to be going for the Draco Meteor. So I mean, that's kind of pointless there. I should have switched out anyway. But anyway, I'm happy. He doesn't do too much damage with the U-turn. And I have to switch out now because Draco Meteor is not going to touch Florges. That damn flower is too damn annoying. And he's going to play it safe and go for the Moonblast. So of course I'm going to bring in Roserade. Roserade is going to be able to take that. And I mean, it looks like Florges could have, you know, 2 more heads growing on the right and left of it. You know, it's got like the roots there. So now he goes to the Protect, and I made a huge mistake here. I should have seen that coming, and I should have went and gotten a free layer of spikes up. But I went straight for the Sleep Powder because I really wanted to get something to sleep on his side of the field. And I really wish I went for the spikes there. So now he brings in his Forretress, and I guess now he knows that I'm going to be going for spikes. And I just do go for it again. And this thing does have rapid spin, so I'm kind of wasting my time here going for the spikes, but it's going to be useful. It's going to be useful. So now I decide I'm going to outspeed, go for the Sleep Powder, and I do not miss, which is great. That's awesome. So now he's sleeping, and that's always good. It's always good to have a Pokemon on your opponent's side sleeping. It's just that I don't like the gambling of the turns. So now I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to bring in Noivern again, because Noivern's the only Pokemon that can one-hit KO this thing with a Flamethrower. And it is holding leftovers, nothing special there. And he's continuing to take a nap. And that's just fantastic. So he's going to switch out now because he does not want to take a Flamethrower. And he brings in his special wall, his Florges. And it takes this Flamethrower. I thought it would take it a bit better, which kind of leads me to believe that maybe he is more on the special attacking side. Who knows? But I mean, he takes that really well. And I'm going to switch out now because I do not want to take a Moonblast again. So in comes my Roserade, and he does not go for it. I should have just stayed in, but anyway, I was locked into Flamethrower. And now his Forretress is not sleeping. But I guess that's good news for me, because I can make whatever on his side of the field go to sleep again, because that Sleep Clause is not activated. So I decided to get up another layer of spikes, and the reason why I did that was because I was hoping, I was really hoping that I was trying to bait out his Forretress, because I wanted to get rid of it. That was just going to be a huge problem for me. So now he decides to bring on his Rotom, and I just go for the Sleep Powder to make whatever is on his side of the field go to sleep. And now his Rotom is sleeping, so that's pretty cool. And it stays asleep, and what I noticed here is that it's actually faster than me, and my Roserade is built so that it's faster than a Rotom. So I kind of thought that if he's got a standard set, that he's not going to be able to outspeed me. So I thought maybe he is Choice Scarf and he's trying to go run a trick set. And I decided to just bring in Diggersby because he's holding a Choice Band, so swapping it for a Choice Scarf is not going to be too bad. But instead, it turns out he's actually holding a Flame Orb. And that's shitty. That is just so damn shitty. It's 100% chance to burn because you're passing on the Flame Orb. It's not, I mean, Will-O-Wisp is really, really risky. So, I don't know, I'm guessing this guy must have some EVs in his, I'm not sure what his build is on his Rotom. But anyway, I just go straight for a Giga Impact. I do not want to leave that Rotom on the field. And even with the burn, Stab Giga Impact is going to one-hit KO anything that takes neutral damage from it. It is so damn powerful, so damn powerful. And now I'm going to recharge, and that's really shitty because he's going to get a free turn. And now he's able to rapid spin all the effort that Roserade put in. So that's just worst day ever. Worst day ever. So now I'm just, you know what, I'm not going to bother getting up some more spikes because it's kind of pointless at this point in time. So I just stay in now. I want to do it. I want to go for an earthquake and see how much of damage that does. But even with neutral and, you know, I am burnt, so it would have done a bit more. But it doesn't do too much, and there's no use for me staying in because the leftovers is being counterproductive towards me, and the flame orb is hurting my Diggersby a lot, and I really want to keep that priority quick attack. I mean, I do have the priority on my Talonflame, so that's still useful. So now bring in Roserade, and Roserade is going to do what Roserade does best. And of course now, but before Roserade can do anything, he's going to set up a layer of spikes. So that's going to be a problem for me. I do have a Rapid Spinner, my Avalugg, so at least he's still there. And I definitely don't want to have a couple of these things on my side. A few layers of spikes, Stealth Rocks, and your team is going to be crippled so badly, especially if you don't have a Rapid Spinner. So I just put him to sleep. I put him to sleep again because this thing is just being so damn problematic. Who knew a damn shell? Just a clam shell. What is that thing? It's just a pain in the ass. So now I'm gonna just get up some toxic spikes now whilst he's sleeping. Just gamble a bit with the turns. And the reason why I get the toxic spikes is because when he brings in his Florges, at least it's gonna get you know, poison, so it's gonna reduce his lifespan. But he does have aromatherapy, but I'm just trying to, you know, just trying to get any damage on these things as possible. But now I felt like, you know what, I was just gambling a bit too much, playing too much of risks. So I decided to just switch out and bring in my my Avalugg, so I can rapid spin those things away and potentially go for a roar and get that Fortress out of here before it can rapid spin. But he decides to switch out as well and bring in his Charizard. So this is a shitty matchup for me because, well, at least, you know, he is the the Mega Charizard X, so it's a physical variant. If it was the Mega Charizard Y, I would have been a lot of problems here because I wouldn't have my sturdy ability because I have lost it. I am weak to Stealth Rocks, which sucks. So he goes for the the Flare Blitz. Tough Claws, Flare Blitz, super effective, and I live with 1 HP. I'm sorry, man, but you know what? Those EVs in defense helped out a hell of a lot here. So Avalugg is putting in the work. I just decided to go for a recover here. I thought he was just gonna kill me, but he decides to take this opportunity and set up because he knows that I can't do anything. And I don't know why. I should have went for like an avalanche or just roared that thing away, but I wasn't really thinking, and that was just really unfortunate because, I mean, even with the +1, it's not like I'm gonna be able to survive after a recover. He's still gonna be able to take me out. So he goes to the Flare Blitz. It wasn't too counterproductive because at least he's gonna take a lot of recoil damage because Avalugg has a lot of HP. So that's alright. I can bring in now my Talonflame and hopefully revenge kill it. And that was the plan. I bring in my Talonflame, my Amitophobia. What am I saying? Amitophobia. And I go straight for the Brave Bird. I guess he didn't want to switch out and save his Charizard, so he just canned it there. And that's good. Finally Talonflame does something useful. Thank you. So now he brings in his Greninja, and it is gonna get poisoned, so that's awesome. He's gonna take an extra turn of poison damage, which is cool. And I just stick in and go for the Brave Bird. I kind of figured if it's not going to take it out, the poison damage would if I get a low roll. But it looks like he survives also with 1 HP, and that's just shitty because now there's no ways I'm going to survive a Surf. And yeah, so now I've lost my Talonflame. It would have been cool to get up a Tailwind and abuse that, but that's just not going to happen. So thankfully I had those spikes up, and Greninja is dead. So that's awesome. Otherwise he would have gotten a free turn to use Greninja. So now he brings in his Darmanitan, and I mean, terrible matchup here again. And I mean, I just decided to stay in because I kind of predicted him to predict me to switch out. So that was good, and well done. I made a good play there. I should give myself a pat on the shoulder. Pat on the shoulder right there. And I mean, I made a retarded move. I went for the Sludge Bomb. I should have seen the Fortress coming in. That was retarded. And yeah, so obviously it's not going to do any damage to the Fortress. And now there's, you know, what can I do with my Roserade? There's not much that I can do to this thing. And I'm going to switch out now, and I decided to bring in my Greninja because I thought maybe, hopefully, that, his Fortress will take another turn of sleep, and my Greninja has substitutes. So that's awesome. That's the only way that I'm going to be able to take out this thing because Greninja is so damn fragile. So now he brings in his floor, just predicting a special attack. I mean, this is a special attacking Greninja, and I'm loving the shiny Greninja. He looks so damn badass. One of my friends breeded it for me, so I am not a chain breeder or chain, whatever you call it, Masuda method shiny obtainer. I'm not one of those guys. So now I just go straight for the surf, and it does enough, and I got the poison on it, so that's great. So it does just enough for it to be a 2-hit KO. Even if he decides to go for a wish, I mean, he's not going to be making much progress. He could decide to stall me out there. I think that's what he wanted to do. So the poison is going to be able to take him out. I think he would have been able to stall me out. So thankfully, because with the life orb recoil, I would not be making any progress. So now he brings his foragers, still sleeping. Thank you. Take a big nap there, and I just go for the surf again. And I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. I didn't think it would do so much, and I'm taking that recoil. That's not looking too good. And now he decides to, well, he wakes up and he gets up the stealth rock. So at this point in time, he just has his Domanitan left. And I'm happy that I've got my sub up, because that means that if he can't break my sub, then I'm going to win this game. So I just go for another surf. It's not going to take it out. So I was like, shit, he's probably got Gyro Ball, and it's probably going to knock out my substitute. But it turns out that he doesn't have it, because he goes for another layer of spikes. I'm not too sure. Maybe this thing is complete taunt bait. Who knows? Who knows? But now I'm going to be able to take it out, and I am sitting pretty. He was able to get up the stealth rocks, and he's got multiple layers of spikes now. So that means he's potentially looking to sweep with his Domanitan. But I've still got the sub up, and thank goodness I've decided to have a substitute Greninja. That is the only thing that has saved me this match. If I did not have that, this Domanitan would have been able to outspeed me because it's scarfed, and it would have definitely been able to take out the rest of my team. So at this point in time, he knows that the game is over. He breaks my sub, and I just go straight for the surf. It is going to take it out, and that was an awesome game, Mikasa. Incredible. I love the battles that we have, and I hope we have a rematch soon. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up down below. Also comment, what did you enjoy about this battle? Which was the best play? Do you like the shiny Greninja? I think it's pretty badass. And I will catch you all in the next video. Cheers, guys.